What's up, Guardians, and welcome back, Warlocks. I'm Profane, and thank you as always for checking out the video. As we continue on our journey through the best builds in Destiny, we take a turn back into Prismatic Land, where we have some interesting changes that have set in. In this week's reset, we got a few changes to abilities, and when it comes to Prismatic Warlock, we saw Pocket Singularity find its synergy with Lightning Surge. So today we're going to talk about why you should start using this melee option over top of Arcane Needles. Ever since Prismatic came out, Lightning Surge has had perfect synergy with Arcane Needles. You get a max of 3 charges, which lets you perform as many as 3 consecutive Lightning Surges, even more if you add in the rapid regen that you'll gain whenever Transcendency is active. When Pocket Singularity was given a second charge, I was expecting to see it synergize with Lightning Surge, but that was sadly not the case. But now that this melee option has been fixed, it's able to retain its additional charge whenever activating Lightning Surge, and because of this improved synergy, this has become a much better option. Even though you get 3 total charges with Arcane Needles, you'll see the regen of those charges take much longer than Pocket Singularity. With a melee stat of 100, we would have the shortest possible cooldown time of either option, but it only takes 40 seconds to regenerate a single charge of Pocket Singularity, when it takes 55 seconds to regenerate a single Arcane Needle. It might not seem like a big difference, but 15 seconds can seem like eternity, especially when you're in the heat of battle. And when it comes to your Lightning Surge, you don't ever want to be stuck waiting on this to recharge. It takes a total of 1 minute and 24 seconds to regenerate both singularities, but to regenerate 2 needles, it would take 1 minute and 35 seconds, with all 3 needles getting charged after 2 minutes. So now that we can actually make use of the second melee charge, Pocket Singularity will be the melee option that you want to pair with Lightning Surge. This regen time is of course without any external sources, providing any additional energy, but when we have bonuses like Innervation or Pugilist take effect, we would see the benefits of those get increased by 190%. When using Lightning Surge, I find it best to resource an exotic class item that plays off of the use of our melee. Spirit of Claw and Necrotic are one of my favorite combinations, because Spirit of Claw will give us 3 total Pocket Singularities, and Necrotic will spread poison, giving us a source of damage over time, which can be great against tankier targets and heavy waves of enemies. Spirit of Inmost Light and Syntheseps can be great alternatives. If we are building into Lightning Surge, we will want to push our melee stat to as close as 200 as we can, because if we can reach 200, we'll get a 30% bonus in melee damage. If you are struggling with that, I would recommend using melee font mods. By using 3 of them, you would give yourself 50 extra stat points, and all you need to do to maintain that bonus is generate and collect orbs. When building into Prismatic, I find it best to run fragments like Facet of Balance and Facet of Awakening, as these fragments will contribute to a ton of bonus ability energy. Facet of Dawn is another great fragment to use, as this will provide our weapons with radiance whenever striking enemies with our Lightning Surge, giving us a 20% increase in weapon damage, which is going to come in clutch on follow-up attacks. Facet of Courage is another fragment that will come in handy with this build, as this will give our powered melee a 50% increase whenever used against enemies who are debuffed by Strand or Stasis. And by using Cold Snap grenades, we can easily freeze enemies before coming in with a Lightning Surge. And since we've got Feed the Void giving us Devour, we'll have plenty of grenade energy to keep those grenades pumping out. We can also make use of Strand or Stasis weapons that come with traits like Slice, Tear, Headstone, Chill Clip, Cold Steel, or Crystallized Corpse Bloom. With the addition of the Shield Crush artifact mod, we'll be able to give our melee abilities an additional 50% bonus in damage. This also increases the regen rate of our melee, and all we need to do to take advantage of that is to run the Facet of Purpose fragment, along with Needle Storm or Nova Bomb as our super. And every time we collect an orb, we'll activate Woven Mail or Overshields, giving us bonus damage resistance while giving our Lightning Surge a huge buff. The Monte Carlo auto rifle continues to be one of the best standout exotic weapons, as this provides increased melee energy on sustained weapon damage, which is a much more powerful benefit than what we would get out of Pugilist. Another benefit in the Monte Carlo is that it is a kinetic weapon, so it's going to build up both sides of our Transcendency bar, and it generates a good amount of energy towards both sides. TechSec will be a great set of armor to run with this auto rifle, which would provide 200% increased damage against any enemy shield. And with a 4 set bonus, you'd be able to trigger concussive explosions whenever breaking opponent shields. With all these bonuses available, it's a good time to run Lightning Surge, and now that we can charge our Lightning Surge faster with Pocket Singularity, it's going to be imperative for you to switch over to this melee option. With that said, we're going to bring today's video to a close, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about Pocket Singularity, Lightning Surge, and all the recent changes to Warlock. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you need any help getting today's build set up, then be sure to check out the Mobalytics or dim links that I'll leave below. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel, and so does being a member. So a big shout out and thank you to all of our channel members. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.